Kumshibenta banrakhi pendan buram ya kajing dap ka basau khandai snem jong kajing yo jela ka bapura hamai khalaya hennen kasngi ka arpuwei tarik kala lengkot ar hajar arpuwei ka office jong ka deputy commissioner ribhoi district kala penlong ya ka program ha ka district library hall ha ka ba ya ka ne ka program la peniyai kumusong knor do ba mb tongper ubadeu additional deputy commissioner jong ka ribhoi district lawan ban sakhi bat yeshim benta hagane ka program do MLA ka nongpo constituency ba meral bonds im kumukongsan harangkat ka jinge donlang I deputy commissioner ka ribhoi district ikong RM kurba uba BJ Kharshandi uba de project director jong ka DRDA bat kiwi ki officer bat ki staff lai donlang ru usirdar jong ka nongpo ilaka upa im 1 francs im nongshai lapin songkun bat pen ipu ipeng ikane ka program da kisur jeng rai bala ai ki khna school jong ka alpha higher secondary school bat da jing pen I ya ka jing shat tan rai harangkat ka sur jeng rai tan rai jong ka hima khar arling do
anything each family come up we need to contribute, and that's why when I say the 3 arrows, it means first the first arrow is take care of ourselves. Then when we are strong enough, when we are confident enough, when we can we feel like we've done our bit for ourselves, then only we take on the second arrow, which is our family. Nowadays people are not enough with ourselves, we're not capable with ourselves, we jump to taking the country and the family and things go haywire. So first arrow is for ourselves, second one is for our family, and the last one is for the country. And that's why if you look back into those leaders who were the leaders of in those days, in 1960s, as Pa has said, what triggered them most at that point of time was the idea of the government then that everyone should take up Assamese as the language, as the state language for that time. That really triggered off, and of course there are many other things, the many factors, will not go into that now. But the thing is that if you look at those leaders, the real leaders at that point of time, they were dedicated, they were sincere, and that is what we need to come up, and that is what we should look for in ourselves, and ensuring that what we do will definitely impact the near and dear ones. Okay, so we need to think, we need not rush, we need not kind of be hasty. We need to think properly, and we need to kind of listen more. There's another bit of our life where we need to develop the art of listening too, because out of listening we learn a lot of things. We learn to be patient. So we need to look at all these, and of course, in the words of our father of the nation, he says like, what is true independence? True independence is one, I will not quote, I'll just use a concept. He says that if only we are truly independent, we have the freedom of information. What does that mean? We need to be educated. We should ensure that each and every one of us know what we're talking, how we're going to contribute, and how we contribute if we do not know. So we have to learn a lot. We have to really kind of work hard, diligently, and we become informed citizen, and only an informed citizen will be able to raise issues and discuss and come up with very good solution for the benefit of each and every one of us. So therefore, here we have mostly around 30 plus in this group here. The school children have gone. But actually, we need to look into the education system. Sir's here, so he will take up all these matters in the assembly. We need to change a little bit on the education system. We have seen, I wasn't part of the skill system for 8 years, and one thing
when we talk about our state, we remember of those people who have a dream. Our state, we are like this because of the dreamer, the hill state, the fighter, the hill state. They have a dream that one day Meghalaya will have a full-fledged state. And that has happened officially on the 21st of January 1972. When we talk about a dreamer, it reminds us about another dreamer who was born in Georgia, United States of America. And that is Reverend Martin Luther King Jr. He is a famous dreamer. In his famous speech in August 23, 1963, when he is leading from the front to fight for the right of the black men and women, the Negroes, on his famous speech in 1963, where he said, "I will be happy to live in a country where my 4 little children will live in a country where they will not be judged by the color of the skin, but they will be judged by the content of their character." That is a dream that this great man is having, and he has fought all through, and he has success also. Even though he has been assassinated at a very young age, but his footstep, his principle has been followed by all of them. To be at par with the white men and women in America, and his dream has become true. We have had so many leaders in the United States, even though they are not the white men and women also. They have become the leaders of the country, where the feeling of superiority and inferiority has been do away, where the process of discrimination has been do away. And we would love to see our country, our state, Meghalaya also. We live in this beautiful country in unity with diversity. At the same time, when we talk about our statehood, when we talk about a state, beautiful state, the two parts of Khasi, Jaintia and Garo. In the year 1947, when we got our independence, in the 15th of August, after that, there are so many princely states in Meghalaya under the banner of the Federation of Khasi State. In the beginning, who denied to merge, and then they signed the instrument of accession and annex agreement, where all this Khasi state, convinced by the then Home Minister Sardar Vallabhbhai Patel, to merge together, and they signed the instrument of accession and annex agreement. And we are here today, all the Federation of Khasi state, the Hima, the Raj that we are having within our beautiful state of Meghalaya. We are here. At the same time, to protect the right, the identity, the culture, the traditional heads within a state, within the United Khasi and Jaintia. This council, it has been blessed with having a 6th schedule who's still there till now to protect the soil, the identity, the culture where we have the Rambashnong, Simraj, Lundoraj, Simhima, Sirdar, and so on. Protect the right and identity. 49 years have gone. We are here in the year 2021. So many things have changed. We have gone through. And we would like to live up with the spirit of our forefathers who have been here, who have been there with us together. We cannot forget the footstep, the dedication of Siem Sirot Singh Sim, Wok Kyang Nongba, Pa Token Sangma. They have their own contribution towards our country. And we would like to see that from now on, as a state, a full-fledged state, we have to move ahead. As a district, in Ribhoi district, we have to move ahead right from now. With the spirit, with the ideology that has been there in place. And at the same time, each and every one of us, we have to work together from now on. Having said so, we have seen the process of governance within our state since 1972. The leaders those days, as you have already mentioned, the names of those leaders who have been fighting days and night, so that Meghalaya will be a full-fledged statehood. And we still remember that. It is high time that we have to rewind all those kind of patriotism that are there inside, that we have to fight together. Now our state are there to fight for the benefit of each and every one of us. We have a good leadership in the past, we have a good leadership now. Even though here and there we are facing difficulties, we are facing different opinion in the process of governance, but still this is democracy, that we have to work together. The voice of majority is supreme. That is the command in democracy. And we have to work together. Friends, in this occasion, a very special occasion today, as we commemorate the statehood of our state, I would like to request, especially here we have lots of government officials who are here together to serve our district in different capacity that we have. Human being, as a human being, we have so many difficulties and issues that we have to go through. But still, all of you, you leave all your loved one and dear one, those who are from outside Riverview, you are here to serve all of us. I would like to express my thanks to each and every one of you. Thank you so much for the service that you have given in the past, and thank you so much in advance for the service that you are going to give in the future also. Because we are going to look forward for the best service that you will give. Even though in 2020 there was one bill, Meghalaya Right to Public Service Bill 2020, that has been passed by the Meghalaya Legislative Assembly to give a good governance to the people at large. Because there is a complaint for those hearing officers. I am not telling all officers are hearing, but few are there. Someone will go and try to get his driving license in the office of the DTO. He has to go through many ups and downs, difficulties, is not getting his license. 1 month also not getting, 2 months also not getting, 3 months also not. That's why in this bill there is a time frame. Every dedicated officer he has to render his service, and any particular person he has to got a driving license on time. It has been there. At the same time, issues of getting ST certificate, Scheduled Tribe certificate from the office of the Deputy Commissioner. These are issues with regards to other public of our district and the state in particular. This is to bring governance near to people, and governance which will give better benefit for the people of our district and the state. This is the bill which has been designed in such a way that it will help the public, because we are there. I am there as a public representative, you are there as a government servant. We have to serve together. We have to serve together. I'm not saying that all are like that, but mostly all officers are sincere and very good, hard work. Many difficulties you have been through, but still you work day and night for the benefit of our people. Friend, as I have told you that this governance has to be closer to people, especially now. Riverview district being an aspirational district, support from the central government, the state government, department like the health department, education, social welfare. These are the departments that we have to stress upon. Madam has mentioned about the education, how to look into with the national education policy in place, the central government now under the process. We have been part to give suggestion at the time when this, at the time of framing the national education policy, where it is on public domain, we had a privilege to give suggestion and all. As a public representative, I have tried to meet different stakeholders to get suggestions so that we can give to the concerned department and to get it through, so that few suggestions can be incorporated together. And we hope with the new education policy in place, few modification in the system, how to improve education system, how the career of our young students who have to leave the studies in the middle, it won't be waste. With new education policy in place, I hope that it will help so many of them who has the aspiration to move forward in their life. And education in our state now, as far as government LP school is concerned, we have seen government LP school has been left like that for so many years. If you go to the villages, because this is the foundation of each and every children and grandchildren of ours. Government LP school are in bad shape in the past, but now we have seen the initiative taken by the education department through different schemes, through CSR also in Ribhoi, by getting how to improve additional classroom and then better toilet, better water supply to the school. This is, we have to work together. I can see there is a positive sign that our background at the village level, the government LP school has to be strengthened. And we can see there is a ray of hope that will uplift the education system in our state. Because why I'm saying this? We have better education policy in Shillong, we have, in Nongpo we have, in Jowai we have, in Tura we have. Once you go a little bit in the interior, very difficult to have good educational institutions, except few. That's why we have to work together. The education department has to be very proactive in finding the solution to go at the ground, be it the SSA school, be it the government, be it the deficit or the ad hoc, have to work together with the school managing committee to find modalities how to improve education in our state. At the same time, we're happy just recently we laid the foundation stone for the Eklavya model of residential school here in Palm City, which will be a benefit for the poor family.